I sometimes don't know if the crackles are in my brain or not. Are you recording?
That's how we just opened that video. I sometimes don't know if the crackles are in my brain or not. Quite possibly. I'm not real sure what to tell you. You might have a crackly brain.
When you pop your neck sometimes, you really don't know if it's in your brain or if other people can hear it.
I ask.
I do
did
too.
You hear
That's
that?
what I just said.
Well, you just
Were
said
those
I don't know.
crackles in my brain or not?
Oh, I didn't
That
catch
was my
that it was a question. That's my bad.
Play it back.
No.
Were those crackles in my brain or not?
I thought you said I didn't know if they were in my brain. Anyways, welcome to Braindead. I'm Sarah.
I'm Joe.
That's obviously not
Clearly
true, but this is Braindead. And this is my gigantic head. Let's get it a little more in the picture. This is my giant head in the frame for you, and that is Sarah's giant head in the frame for you. And in case you were wondering.
I feel like I look smaller than you right now. Perspective.
One moment. Yeah. Amanda Bynes, please. Look how gigantic I look. I got to fix my posture and my body shape and my eating habits. Anyways.
Listen, you did not have to come for yourself like that. But you didn't have to come from our friend like that either.
Welcome to YouTube where everyone else has comments. Hey, listen, check this out. Make fun of me if you will.
You got, what? Is it 2007?
They are Walmart's version of Jordans.
I see that.
They're the most sturdy and comfortable shoe that I have found in over a decade. They were like $28. And I bought them for one very simple reason, aside from the fit and finish, because they're actually fairly sharp shoes and they're heavy and they're sturdy and all that jazz. I bought them because I watched an interview with Shaquille O'Neal where he said that when he saw that Jordans were going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars a pair, some of them even up into the thousands, he wanted to make a high-quality shoe that was available to the youth. And so he came out with, that's right, so he came out with And One, which was a high-quality shoe, and he did exclusive marketing with...
I didn't know that was Shaq.
That's Shaq. He did exclusive marketing with Walmart, so Walmart is the only retailer of And One shoes. And as silly as that may seem, I bought those because I thought, that is just darn cool of Shaq.
He's like a cool person. Have you seen him talk about how he buys his kids whatever they want?
No.
He's like, those are my kids. They get whatever they ask me for. Because it was...
Can you imagine?
It was the That 70s Show lady and then Ashton Kutcher. You know, the ones that are married from That 70s Show.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, I don't get my kids things that
Why?
They don't need. Like more than normal parents would, just because I have money. That doesn't mean my kids have money. Like, they're not going to get extra just because I have this career. And he was like, nah, my kids get whatever. Anything they want.
He said they can just get it.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, that makes sense. He is, he seems to be fairly, what am I trying to say? Wise with his money, aside from just like the momentary stupids. Yeah. Did you ever watch the special with, what's his name? Kevin Hart. And he's like, I went out to the club with my buddies. They was from the NBA, and they were throwing around $20,000, and I was like, woo, that's a lot of money. He said, but I could do it. I got $20,000. It's okay. So I blew $20,000. And then he called me the next night, and he was like, hey, man, we're going out again tonight, Kevin. What you want to do? He said, see, it ain't that I don't got the money, but the way my bank account's set up, I got my checking account, I got my savings account, and I just got to move some money around. It takes 3 to 5 business days. It's real funny. I had a conversation with a guy about that yesterday at the Verizon store.
You went to the Verizon? Oh, for your iPad.
I don't have an iPad.
What?
I have a Tab S8 Plus. It's very nifty.
I have an iPad.
It is a luxury, and feel free to message me if you'd like to buy my Tab S7. It's in brand new condition.
I'm in desperate need for business purposes for a new iPad.
Why don't you finance one through the phone company?
Because my phone company is Ryan Reynolds.
Very good. You have Mint?
Uh-huh.
Ryan, we thank you.
Yeah. Like, it works places that Verizon doesn't. So,
really?
Like, hats off. Yes.
Maybe when I get my stuff paid off, we'll switch to Mint.
Well, my phone is financed through Apple itself. I did that at your dining room table.
I know.
If you remember. And then my phone plan is Mint, and it's like 3 months at a time. And you just give them your little monies.
Your little monies.
It's really not that bad.
So what do you pay, like $45 for 3 months or something like that?
No, it's more than that. I have unlimited.
I don't know.
It can be $15 a month, but I think mine is $35 a month.
Okay. That's actually dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Verizon now has a $30 plan for unlimited everything.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Is it real?
Yeah, I was at the Verizon store yesterday.
Does it work for a long time or just like a limited time? Because they be doing that.
I don't be working at Verizon on days that end in Y. I don't know. The guy that was in there yesterday, he was like, man, it looks like there's been a lot of activity on your account. I'm like, yeah. I did a trade-in about a year ago, and a guy really messed it up. He's like, man, that sucks. I was like, yeah, it was a pretty bad experience. He said, do you know who messed it up? And I went, that guy. And I pointed right at a guy. And
Bless his heart.
The guy was like, and he just ran into the back. He took his little cart, and he just buggered off.
I would have left, too. I would have left, too.
Because he didn't know what I was pointing at him for. All he knows is he looked over, and he sees just me pointing that guy.
I want to do a draft.
What are we drafting?
Spookiest things. Also, after we do this one, I want to do best cookies.
Can I go first this time?
Yeah. Because you're bad at rock, paper, scissors.
All right, fine. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, I won.
Okay.
Rock, paper,
wait, I got
scissors.
confused because I looked at myself.
Okay, come on.
I was like, we got the same thing.
You looked at your own hand in the screen. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, you won. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won.
Oh, okay. I'm proud of
Who
you.
sucks at rock, paper, scissors now?
That's still you.
Still me. Spooky things.
I was distracted by my own reflection.
British haunted houses.
Okay.
Like that includes castles.
Okay.
Okay.
When you're like 12, 13 years old, and your parents are like, go take out the trash, but it's Halloween season, and you're shaking in your boots that there's a clown in the woods because it was 2012.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
When clowns were just...
When your knees were just clacking together.
I never
because you live
that.
on the cusp of the woods.
I'm 6'1".
I'm not.
I was 6'1" in 2012.
How old was I in 2012?
It's 10 years ago.
I was 10.
I was 20. I was a full-grown man.
I was probably... How tall would you say I was? You knew me.
How tall are you now?
Knee-high to a grasshopper.
How tall are you now?
Knee-high to a grasshopper.
5'4"?
5'3".
You were 5'1".
Yeah.
You stopped growing at about 11.
No, that's not true. I stopped growing when I was 13.
I was only off by 2 very small years.
Years matter when you're little.
Not so much now. So you said going outside during clown season. I'm going to go with a noise in the basement when you're home alone.
I don't have a basement.
You comfortable going down in my basement?
Yeah.
When all the lights are off and no one else is here but you?
Bravely.
I go up the stairs with the lights off. Normal speed. I don't run. I don't hit all fours and book it. I threaten to fight the monster following me up the stairs. That's something I definitely do. But I'm just going, man. I'm doing my best at normal speed.
Okay. I got it. When you're home by yourself, like your family's out of town, they're not coming home.
Yeah.
And you get back from work, but it's later than usual because you had to run an errand. And you're by yourself and you're me. And you have to go into your house in the darkness with no one home and nobody coming home.
Yeah. So when I was a teenager, for a brief period, my sister was married and I lived with my dad. It's just me and him. And it was just for like a year or so until I graduated high school. And I remember taking my little gold 99 Nissan Sentra and going about town. I was supposed to meet my friends, but nobody showed up where they were supposed to be, and it looked real weird. And everywhere I went seemed to be almost abandoned. And then when it was time to come home, I apparently didn't close the door all the way when it was time for me to walk out. So the door was kind of open. So I had to walk into my apartment by myself at like 16 or 17 years old and clear the house before I could be comfortable. And I don't remember where my dad was. He may have been asleep for all I know. remember him being gone. But whatever that feeling is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that's fair. So now it's my turn, right? This will be my third?
Yeah, that was my second one.
So I had basements and I had British haunted houses. Staying the night at a relative's house that you're not 100% sure of. Your parents seem comfortable, but you're not real comfortable with them. So you stay the night, but you can't sleep that night because you're not familiar with the bed. And every noise that they make or their housemate makes unsettles you. That.
I grew up with people who would rather die than not go and sleep in their own bed.
Entirely fair.
Well, not my dad. He does not care.
Nah, me either. I will sleep upside down, tied in a pretzel, not inside of a tuba. That's something I'm okay with.
Let's see what my next is. Churches, like churches, by
Churches
yourself.
Chicken?
No. Churches, like a building, a church building, at night by yourself. Spooky.
Doesn't faze me a bit. I've been
spooky.
I mean, I'm the one that works on our church building, so
spooky.
I go up there and work on stuff. I don't care. I turn on the light, fix what I got to fix, and go home.
I've heard things in that building, Joseph.
Yeah, it was me. It was me fixing something.
No, it wasn't, because I didn't know you then.
Still me fixing stuff.
Bro, it was not.
It was the frustration with something that wouldn't be fixed, traveling through time.
No, but what it was is energy. That was so strong it was left behind. And I know it's not gonna get me, but it's still very scary.
I'm tired, in case you can't tell by my gigantic chubby man yawn.
Here's another thing that really scares me.
Wait, no, it's still my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. This wasn't part of it.
Oh, okay.
Bad energy that makes you feel bad. I'm going to save that for my next one. I hope that wasn't yours. I didn't think it was going to be scary, but it scared me.
It wasn't going to be mine.
Okay.
Is this my last one or is this my number 4?
I think this is 4.
It's proper spooky things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You ever... So I grew up with a single dad. And I remember him coming out of his room when I was up way later than I was supposed to be. And him just having like bloodshot eyes. And I'm sitting in the living room and he walks in the living room looking like that one episode of Rugrats where the dad is sleepwalking and Tommy thinks he's like a robot or a zombie or something. I remember my dad walking in and just looking at me and his face looked very unfamiliar to me because he was doing a I'm asleep face, but he had just got out of bed to do something. He was probably getting water, but his face was like, I'm still asleep. And he looked at me and my brain at that time could not process that. So I guess the answer that I'm trying to get out but taking a long time to say is when something familiar suddenly isn't.
That's a very good one.
So your turn.
I'm sticking with when the energy in the room makes you feel bad, like scared.
You know, this is getting tough for me. I don't get spooked a lot. I don't get scared a lot.
It's not things that scare you. It's things that are off, things that are spooky.
And I know there's like neurological conditions that contribute to this. But when you try to talk to a person and they'll kind of, but they can't really talk to you. And so they just kind of like laugh and make noises. I got a customer like that. She scares the daylights out of me. She looks like the...
Number 5, Linda. That's... Is that her name?
My mom? My mom is Linda.
That's on my list.
My mom?
No, it's not. I'm just kidding.
No, this lady looks like the witch in the woods from Brave. I can tell you her name. I'm just not gonna, just because I don't want to get sued.
You're not going to. HIPAA doesn't exist for you.
Yeah, but her name's Barbara. That's what I'll give you. She scares me. She's got like a limp waddle when she walks into the office. I don't know how to explain that. She waddles and limps at the same time. She just swings that hip forward and I guess drags her leg and then stumbles a little on it. I mean, I don't know.
Here's one that is...
She doesn't wear a bra.
Oh.
And she's like in her late 60s, maybe early 70s, and just got remarried in the last year. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay, here's my last one that you're not going to get in any way. You're not going to get it.
All right.
Going somewhere
You're
by
right, I
yourself.
don't get it.
Listen, going somewhere by yourself in like where there are grown men and you have to walk to your car and it's dark. Scary. Scary. Not like people you know.
I comprehend.
And there's also, I don't need to know you, but if you seem familiar to me, it's okay. Like if you remind me of someone that I trust, I feel like I can trust you to an extent. If that makes sense.
It does. So to a degree, I think we need to agree that people come in breeds. And I don't mean in races or colors, nothing like that.
It's
like
your internal mechanism.
You can almost see a person's character on their face, I think is what it boils down to. And certain types of personalities carry certain physical traits.
It has nothing to do with the color of your skin.
No, not at all.
Or your ethnicity. No,
not even 1%.
Because
I tend to. Okay, you see how my eyes kind of slope down. See how my eyes kind of slope down.
Yeah, I forgot you were talking to me.
I associate that with certain traits that I don't have, which is ridiculous. Usually when I see people with eyes, well, I guess I kind of do. I don't know, whatever. Usually I see sloped eyes and I think this person is sad, but honest. And I don't know how to explain that. Sad and honest. That's just one. There is a certain jawline that I refuse to trust. And it's that one where it's round, but they have no chin. And so, like, I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, I think you can look at people and recognize the things that you have learned that the
From
people
others.
you trust have those traits.
Yeah.
And
do you guys remember when I told the story? It was last Christmas, and I went into Walmart by myself. But then I was going to get the clear ornaments that you could put your own stuff in, and I couldn't reach them. But it was like I was by myself. And I found this guy who looked like he was from Temple. And I was like, hey, I need some help. And he's like, of course. What do you... Like, I could just tell.
Have you seen those little comics
like,
where it's like aliens?
He looked like he knew my dad.
He probably did.
He probably did.
Knowing your dad. I know your dad.
I know. But he looked like he knew my dad. So I was like, hey, help me, please.
Have you seen the little comics where it's like aliens and they're explaining social convention?
Yes.
Like... Dear long creature, are you willing to assist me, please? And they're like, I was not planning on it, but as I am long, it is my responsibility. Sure, I will help. So they reach up and they grab the thing and like, here you go, small one. And they're like, thank you, long one. And then like that's the end of it. Because there's a social contract to be considered there.
Yeah.
That, hey, you're supposed to help because I can't.
Yeah.
But what about when you just say no?
Why would you do that?
I don't.
Who would ever
But we've
do
talked
that?
about this. Like,
but like
when my wife is going down the road and somebody wants to cut her off and she goes,
I think that's different, though.
I'm not saying they're the same. I'm saying the idea of someone asking you for a nicety and you just saying no. Is it rude or is it just not Southern? Have we grown used to the social convention of our area?
I don't know because I've never really left the South.
Here's the thing.
What just happened to me?
Your phone die?
No.
Tap your screen. One moment, please.
You want me to back out?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a flash of me. Did you see that?
I did not. Hey, there you are.
Interesting.
Okay. So what were you saying? Sorry, technical difficulties.
I've never...
Not editing that out.
I've never really been outside of the South for any extended period of time where I could experience the way other people treat you. The farthest north I've gone is Pennsylvania, which is north, but like they're still fundamentally Southern. Like they don't talk like us. But they are, like, it wasn't like a city. It wasn't like Scranton. Like, it wasn't like
Scranton.
Yeah, it was like hills. Like,
So
they're just people.
I've been farther south, like Central and South America. It's even more of a thing there to help. Like, if someone asks you for help, you just do it. You just do it. Hey, can you stop and help me change my tire? Yeah, I got to now. Hey, can you help me deliver my baby on the side of the road? Got to now. Like, it is aggressive down there.
I think if you have no choice, it's no longer nice. It's obligation. No.
It's not obligation because it's obviously a choice.
I know, but if it's expected of you...
A tough choice is still a choice.
If it's expected of you, and if you don't do it, you're seen as a terrible person. You really don't have a choice. It's either do this thing that will mildly inconvenience you, or be just, like, labeled as the person who doesn't care about others.
Are you going to see this person that's going to judge you permanently ever again?
Probably. If it's in South America, it's a small area where you're with these people. If it's like a town, not one of the cities, a town.
Oh, a town? Yeah. Yeah. Say it's Tegucigalpa. It's the capital of Honduras. There's a million people there.
I know, but it's not... I'm not imagining in that big of a city, you're gonna, like, pick a stranger to do something that mega.
Why?
I just don't... If you're with somebody that you know, you're not gonna go around that person.
What if you're not with somebody you know?
But I don't think it would be... But that... I'm sinking and my back is hurting.
It's been 20 minutes anyways. Thank you,
Wait,
ladies
we
and
didn't do the cookies.
Okay, let's rank cookies.
Wait, I think you should have the choice to be able to do whatever you want to do, just like in life.
You do.
I know, but like, I don't think anyone should tell you anything. I think it should be 100% on you, and the consequences 100% on you. Like, I don't care. Do what you're going to do. Take your consequence. None of my business. It's only your business, unless it affects me.
I just fought a yawn. Yawn, 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 yawn. Psychosomatics say one of you probably just yawned.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you do in your time. Does it affect me or the people I care about or my daily living? No. Then do you. I don't care. I don't care.
As we come to a close, let's do a draft on some cookies.
I just can never get over that why people... I'm so sorry. Stop caring so much about other people's business. And you will feel so much better. You will feel so much lighter, fluffier. You'll float. Promise.
I float anyways. I have a buoyant body. So, are we rock, paper, scissors for the first?
You know what? I'll give it to you. You just take it.
White chip macadamia nut.
Okay, that's a good cookie. I like that cookie, and I don't like extra special cookies. Okay, chocolate chip.
Crunchy or soft?
You make them at home, and they're crunchy on the outside, but they're gooey in the middle.
Perfect.
Like in the roll that you slice.
I'm going to go with homemade peanut butter cookies.
I'm going with...
Like cup of sugar, cup of peanut butter, egg.
Okay, so at Christmas, when
and a fork.
You get you get peanut butter cookie mix from the store, but then you also get Hershey Kisses from the store, and you bake the peanut butter cookies like 90%, and then you smack a Hershey Kiss in it, and you stick it back in the oven. That's my number 2.
Danish butter cookies.
Those are delicious cookies. My number 3, a tea cake. Have you ever had one of those?
They're not super sweet.
No.
They're really good.
They are delicious. Give me a tub. Just give me a tub of those cookies.
A tub.
And a whole.
Give me a tub.
Give me a whole kettle of tea, and I'm throwing them back.
Let's see. I don't do a lot of cookies. You know what? Does an oatmeal cream pie count as a cookie?
No.
It's 2 cookies with goo between.
It's a cream pie.
Okay. I actually enjoy a good oatmeal cookie.
Ugh.
I like an oatmeal cookie with
raisin?
No. Ew. What am I, 80? No, I like an oatmeal cookie with like toasted almonds in it.
Okay. Gross.
Like, no, not
I
plain
know
toasted.
exactly what you mean.
No, like candied toasted almonds.
I know what you're saying.
They're good.
They're
girl.
not.
You can be wrong.
Okay. Number 4. I'm thinking double stuffed Oreos, and then you like don't.
I don't.
No.
The double stuffed? Are you kidding?
The
double stuffed? Thin Oreos are where it's at. Double stuffed is for super heavy overweight people. Look at my body. Hold on. Look at this body. This is a body. You got very little out of that because that's a loose-fitting shirt. But let me tell you, this is a body built by decisions. And one of my decisions was not to eat a double stuffed Oreo because I think they're disgusting. Because
they're tasty.
No,
but
they're full of goof.
The rule is you have to stab it with a fork and then drown it in milk until there's no more bubbles.
I can't have milk; it kills me.
Almond milk.
If I have just
almond
a little
milk works the same.
If I have just a little milk,
I use vanilla almond milk for that all the time.
If I have just a little milk, I'm gonna be like,
you're making up excuses. Just use almond milk. I love almond milk.
It's so good.
It is
Anytime
good.
I order a coffee, I get it. I'm like, okay, so here's my coffee order.
Wait, no, we're not done with our cookie draft.
I'm going to do it anyways. So
I'll give you my coffee order too if we wait till the end. We can do coffee and tea.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, whose turn is it?
Yours. I just said chocolate chip, peanut butter with Hershey's, Oreos, and tea cakes.
I had white chip macadamia nut. I had
peanut butter homemade.
I had oatmeal cookies. No, Danish butter cookies and oatmeal cookies with toasted candied almonds in them. I can't remember what they're called. They're like savory cookies that have it's a nut in them, like a walnut or an almond or something. Screw it, Samoans by the
Girl Scouts.
Oh yeah, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts.
Sugar cookies.
I don't care if it's
made
a
by
crackhead
your
on the side of the
grandma.
road. Not a sugar cookie guy.
Sugar cookie made by your grandma.
What about sugar cookies that have a ghost on them? The ones you buy at the grocery store and then slice up.
Those are, you don't have to slice them. They come pre-sliced. Every Christmas.
When I was a kid, you could buy them and it was a solid tube, and you took the tube of cookie and you set it down. I bumped the mic. You put it still in the wrapper. You put it still in the wrapper, set it on the cutting board, and your gran would let you cut a cookie, and you would cut your cookie just a little bit thick because you're a chunky boy. And you would take that cookie and she'd be like, Joe, and you go, I know. And she'd go. And then she'd put that cookie, she cut the little wrapper off of it and set it on the tray. And then when it was time to get cookies, you didn't remember which one was yours, and she moved them around. So then you probably didn't get your thick cookie. But you knew that you threw a thick cookie down for yourself. But if you did get it, it meant it was a little burnt around the edges. Neither here nor there. But those are pretty good.
So those are so tasty. And every Christmas, we make cookies. And, like, we can make homemade cookies, sure. But my Nana always buys those cookies, and then we put them on the little tray, and then we put them in the little oven, and then we eat those while we bake the other cookies.
That's the way to do it, man. What I look forward to is the lactate eggnog.
I just commit to the eggnog, and then I am just sad.
It hurts, like physical. It makes my spine hurt.
No.
To drink eggnog, it actually hurts my spine. It makes my back swell.
Eggnog hits me very hard because I am allergic to whatever chemically happens to an egg when you cook it, as well as milk. So, like, it attacks me personally, but I do it anyway.
You're allergic? Are you lactose intolerant?
I don't know.
What do you mean milk? You're allergic to milk too?
Yeah.
I don't have lactose intolerance. I have a dairy allergy.
No. Like, enough that it doesn't matter if I drink milk, but if I drink a lot of it, it's like I'm not having a great time, but I'm okay.
One swig of actual milk will make my lower back swell to the point that it hurts for 5 hours.
Like, I could throw down a cup of milk right now and be fine.
Not me.
But if I went back in for a second gulp, I'm done.
If I drank 1 cup of milk,
but I
would ascend to the next level of consciousness.
I also drink skim milk, so it's kind of less aggressive. I think I'm allergic.
If you're actually lactose intolerant, yeah, it would be less aggressive.
The fat.
That's what
content.
Lactose is.
Yeah.
It's milk fats.
Yeah, I'm allergic to that.
So,
but it's not like I'm sneezing, coughing. It's just I don't feel myself. Coffee order, go.
Tall. Like, whatever the largest is, give me that. Hot. I like a hot drink. Tasty. Necessary. caffeinated, necessary. Those are what I ask for. Tall, big, whatever. Give me a big size, make it hot, make it tasty, make it caffeinated. I don't want to sleep ever again. I also want to taste all the good things.
I will immediately go to sleep after
I will
chugging
too.
a coffee.
They could load it down with nitro brew, and I'm still passing out within 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
My wife, at night, just a few nights ago, I drank half a pot of coffee and went to bed. And I remember laying down, my wife, who has had nothing but like water for the last few hours, I hear her go, 7. And I go, what? She goes, I said, what? She said, it took you 7 seconds from the time that you stopped talking to your first snore. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, I do that all the time. So I started paying attention. Last night before, I hear 14. I'm like, Jessica. She goes, sorry, it took you 14 seconds. She thinks it's hilarious that I can just go, okay, I'm going to sleep now.
It's not quite that simple. I've told you before, I curate an experience when I go to sleep.
I close my eyes and I hear everything.
No, I hit the playlist I'm feeling that night, and then I lay down.
I have an orchestral director in my head.
I'm like, where are we going tonight, folks?
His name is Hans.
Nice.
I know what he looks like.
What's your tea order?
Tea?
Yeah.
Can it be boba?
No, like hot tea.
Oh.
We can do our boba order, because my boba order.
Hold on.
My boba tea order slaps so hard.
For hot tea, I'm gonna go simple. I like a honey vanilla chamomile with agave, the honey stuff in it. And agave is only there if I can't find local honey. And I don't do much honey, like half a spoonful in a whole big old cup.
So, coffee, I just like whatever, like hot or cold, I don't care. If it's cold, I just want vanilla almond syrup flavoring.
I'm talking hot, but yeah.
But if I get hot coffee, I just want coffee and whatever creamer you have on hand. Like, I don't care. You'll
just willy-nilly choose a creamer?
Yes.
No. Are you kidding me?
No.
Ugh. So I got...
sometimes you guys have questionable creamer, and I'm like, do you have plain?
My creamer is always French vanilla.
No.
If there's other creamer here, it's my wife's
French. Something else up in there.
That's hers.
I know.
If there's no French vanilla, it means I don't have any creamer.
I like French vanilla, and I like
sweet Italian cream.
Sweet cream, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
French vanilla and sweet cream.
Yeah.
Right now, I have French vanilla in the fridge upstairs, and then at my office, I have sweet cream.
My number one favorite personal creamer, like if I buy creamer, is sweet cream, vanilla sweet cream. And then at Christmas time, I like the peppermint mocha.
I would drink eggnog until it killed me if I thought that it would be swift and not painful. I would overload. I would overdose on eggnog.
My tea order, mint, local honey.
That's actually really good. That slaps.
Yeah, it does.
That slaps.
It does slap.
That was
What's your boba order? Because mine's better.
I like a mango black tea with an almond milk instead of standard milk, and I like it to be heavy on the boba bubbles. Or the boba things. Boba pearls.
Okay. I like black milk tea. So, like, it's black tea, but they put the sweet milk in it. And then I like, not boba, crystals. Brown sugar crystals. So, it's honey tea. Like, black honey sweet tea with brown sugar crystals.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It is so good.
Where do you get that?
Smyrna. I get that when we go to the works. That's what I get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time we go, I would like you to order that for me, please.
We need to go
soon.
Yesterday.
It's been a long time.
I love going to the works.
It's been months and months.
I love the works. We went for Jess's birthday, which is almost a year ago.
It was 8 months ago.
Yeah.
We're a good hefty bit over our 20-minute mark. So feel free to send us a message at braindeadpc21@gmail.com. That is PC as in Papa Charlie or podcast, whatever you choose. braindeadpc21@gmail.com. I'm Sarah.
I'm Joe.
This is our YouTube for Braindead. Unless you're only listening to the audio, then this is our podcast. Have some ASMR. I don't know how ASMR works.
Not like that.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Let me hit stop.
Do that.
I don't know how this stuff works, man. I'm so sorry.